Hi, welcome to another episode of Barbell Junction. My name is Azmir, your host. Today we have Jerry from Breadwinners and Bedwetters.
Hello.
But before we start, please go onto our YouTube site and click subscribe and the little notification button so that you get our latest videos. Also, we are on Spotify, so do check us out there as well. All right, welcome Jerry to Barbell Junction.
Cool. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for taking your time. But today's holiday anyway. So. I want to talk about your business.
Okay.
Cool. And first of all, I think a lot of people already in the scene at least know you already.
Majority, right? I guess. Yeah.
You're quite the OG, right? So is that a term? OG?
OG is the new term, right, guys? But I wouldn't say I'm the OG. There's a lot of other guys who are way longer in the scene than me. Mm-hmm. There's Muaz sister.
Wait, whatever happened to him? Huh?
He got married.
Is that why you're still single?
Fiona, no.
Muaz, I remember him.
He got married, and I think he has a kid now.
Oh, Alhamdulillah.
And he got transferred, I think, somewhere outstation, out of KL. The sister also got married. They're still training though, but I mean, like in terms of being hyperactive or really active in the scene,
right.
Less so. Even Fatah, Smiling Beast.
Yeah. But he seems to have a permanent job now.
Yeah, and he's busy. I think he's getting married this year or next year. So that's busy as well.
Right. A lot of powerlifters getting married.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just age catching up,
right?
Yeah.
Hopefully they continue on.
After the marriage.
Yeah. Anyway, you are the owner of... and I always find it very difficult to pronounce this. Breadwinners and Bedwetters.
Yeah.
I mean,
breadwinner and bedwetter.
How did you come up with that name and why?
It's a wordplay of sorts. Breadwinner, because breadwinner basically means that you're the person who wins the bread for the family. Yeah. You put food on the table, and the opposite of that, right? Breadwinner, you're responsible, take care of people,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
The opposite of that, a bedwetter. A bedwetter is kind of like a person who is you know what's a bedwetter, right? Like when you're a kid, you're young, you wet your bed, right? You pee in your bed, so you can't control yourself. Mompol. Yeah. So basically, bedwetter is the opposite of a breadwinner. Someone that always.
Is it an actual opposite term for?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a direct opposite, but if you Google the word,
somebody that dependent on something, lah.
Correct. And then they're not responsible. They like to complain.
Right.
You know?
But why? What has it to do with the business that you're doing?
Because I mean, when I started Breadwinners and Bedwetters,
which is when?
I think it was 5 years ago, 2014.
2014. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's a year before I started. Okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
First year, I wasn't into powerlifting.
Right.
I was just in the gym. I was just like mucking around, and I saw a lot of people. I met a lot of people. Made friends with a lot of people. And I realized majority of human nature, I mean not just in the gym but outside in the real world as well, there's two types, man. There's one type that you say something, you will do something, you will do it. There's one type that no matter what, you will do to pay the bills. You get what I mean? But then there's the other type that has so many excuses. Right? And actually these excuses are just in their head, and they're just making this up because they don't want to,
right,
or because this thing is not a priority for them, but they don't recognize that fact.
Right.
So they use excuses for this and that and everything. Especially in work. I mean, if you work in an office job, everything, you see people. The high performers, those are the breadwinners. The low performers,
bedwetters.
Those are bedwetters.
Yeah. Right? Where was I last time?
I was a bedwetter one part of my life. Yeah. I'm trying to be a breadwinner now.
Yeah, I think I'm somewhere in between, kot. And then when you started, you were just a gym goer, normal gym goer. So how did you get into powerlifting?
How did I get into powerlifting? Funny thing is, let me backtrack a bit.
Yeah,
right?
go ahead.
Why did I go to gym and why did I start
Right.
Breadwinners and Bedwetters? I think this was about 2013. Yeah, I was in a really bad place mentally. I tried to commit suicide.
Ooh.
Yeah, as you can see, that was not successful.
Please, guys.
But don't try it, man.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I was in a bad phase of my life. Yeah. I was in my bedwetter phase.
Yeah, okay.
If you put it like that. So I took a year to recover. Actually, I took about 3 months. I just spent in my room. I just stayed in my room. Ate everything in my room.
Right.
Didn't go out at all. Sometimes I didn't even eat or anything.
Right. Was it depression, bro? If you don't mind sharing.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm really open to it. And if anyone can learn from this experience, I'm super happy.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it was depression, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a lot about comparing myself to other people. Like 6 years ago, how old was I? 33, 32.
Right.
Yeah. 'Cause my upbringing is kind of different.
Okay.
I never finished high school.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was born and raised in Kuching, Sarawak. Never finished high school. I got up to Form 3 and got a PMR, I think you call it PMR.
Right, PMR, yeah.
And
That means you're younger than me, lah. Mine is SRP.
You more OG than me, bro.
Anyway, sorry.
So I mean, I started work early age. I quit school about 16, 17. Quit school, started working, everything. And then I realized that in Kuching you can't really. There's not much options, man. I'm sorry, Kuching people, but I mean Kuching there's not much options, man. If you want to look for a job, right? It's either sales or marketing.
Like you're saying in the context of somebody who's a dropout, or just in general, it's very difficult to find a job in Kuching.
It's just difficult to find a job that you're really passionate about or you're into that can generate income as well.
Okay.
I know guys who have a degree, right? They end up being a clerical in a company.
Yeah, I mean,
earning 1,800 ringgit only.
Right. I think in general in Malaysia right now that is the big problem, right?
Yeah.
But can I ask, was there a reason why you dropped out?
I was a naughty kid, man. Let's be honest, right? I was a naughty kid, and then one day after the PMI results were out, my dad sat down with me and he said, "Look, there's not much money left in the family. It's either you wanna like really betul-betul belajar, or
I see.
Yeah. So I told him, yeah, okay, I'll quit school. I'll try and get a job and everything.
Oh damn, man. Okay.
Yeah, cause I come from a family of 12. Yeah, I'm the youngest one.
Oh.
So most of the family, I mean, there's a misconception here, right? People always think that anak bungsu or manja lah kan,
Right,
apa blah 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 blah, right? Or you are the special one, right? But coming from a lower middle class family, I can tell you, anak bungsu is the one that suffers because the family wealth has been used up
I see.
for your other siblings, and there's just only like a small amount left for you.
Right. But do your other brothers and sisters, they don't support your education?
I come from a bit of a dysfunctional family.
Okay. I don't want to get too much into it if you're not comfortable.
It's alright.
Okay.
So basically, I work, and then I realized like, there's not much opportunity here.
Right.
I was 25 back then. Then I told my mom, look, I want to go KL. I want to look for a job there. My sister, one of my sisters is here. So I can stay with her for a month or two, then find a job and blah 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 blah. She said, you're too old. It's too late for you to go. What kind of job you're gonna get? You don't even have a job. Are you sure? What if you end up jobless there? What are you gonna do? I told my brother about it. He said the same thing. So you're too old. My friends said you're too old. It's like 25 is like what? 25 is nothing, man.
Still young.
Yeah. So I decided anyways. I took the jump here. Came here, jobless for 2 months. Then found a job at Starbucks. Right, Starbucks as a barista first. Back then they didn't have full time or part time. They just have hourly pay.
Right.
Yeah. So I was earning like 4 ringgit an hour.
Oh, that's pretty low.
Yeah. I used to like 12-hour shifts all the time. Work in Starbucks for...
I'm working 12-hour shifts now.
Yeah, but you an entrepreneur.
I'm just kidding. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, then work my way up. Work my way up from barista to 2 years, to a supervisor for 1 year, assistant manager for about 6 months, then became a store manager the following 6 months. Then they transferred me here and there. They realized that I have a sort of skill for opening new stores, new outlets, that my planning skills were quite good. So every time they open up a new outlet, they would call me in, and then I would go and help out and stay at that store for a few months or a year, and then move again. So I got the last place I got moved to was in Sabah. And then
okay, good. You went back to East Malaysia.
Yeah, I went back to East Malaysia, Sabah for 3 years. And I told my boss, look boss, I'm tired already, I want to go back KL. They said there's no slot for you there. Right?
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, which is fair enough, because headcounts are important and everything, right? So I said, okay lah, I mean, if there's no slot, then I'll just resign lah. I resigned, came back to KL. Then
With no job?
With no job. Yeah. I mean, a lot of kids these days, right, when I talk to them, right, they're super scared of resigning. You know, they're not happy with their work. They're not happy with their workplace, but they're so scared of resigning. And I said, okay lah, you're not happy. You go and find something that you might be happy in, and then you apply while staying here, and then do it lah. But then, susah lah, you know, nak jaga kerja, nak pergi interview lagi. Alah, ambil lah half day ke apa, kan? But they don't want, and they just quit. Just quit. Take a month out. Find yourself, decide what you want to do. But then takut, alamak, sebulan nanti siapa nak bayar bil? You save up lah. Right, before you quit lah, you save up for 3 months.
There has to be some planning lah.
There has to be some planning. So anyways, I quit, came back here, decided I didn't want to do F&B again. Then I got into American Express as a customer service. Right. Spent 3 years there. Then decided, okay, enough dealing with customers, I want to do something back end. Right. Back end is something like you don't deal with customers at all. Right. So I got a job in PayPal, transaction monitoring.
During the Elon Musk years or after?
I think it was during those times.
Wow, damn, man. You worked for Elon Musk.
Then doing transaction monitoring, which is financial crime as well. Then I had an offer from HSBC, got headhunted. Then that's where I am now. I'm an assistant manager there doing financial crime.
So basically, this is I think quite inspirational in the sense that you do not have an official degree. Nothing, right?
Nothing. I was surprised.
So it's not impossible for you to get a job, but it's just that you need to put in the hours. You need to work hard and do.
I think there's like 2 ways to go about it, right? It's like a race,
right?
You know, you're born. You grow up, you become an adult. There's 2 ways you want to go into that race, right? That paper, that degree, it will help you get ahead, right? Yes, but only in the beginning, right? In the middle of the run or the sprint, you still have to put in the hours, the work. You know,
it's what you do with a degree, with the knowledge that you have.
Correct.
That's important.
Correct.
Yeah.
But you still can get there. Yeah. Without degree, right? It'll just take you longer. I'm 39 this year, man.
Yeah, I mean Bill Gates and all that, they don't have degrees also.
Yeah, true. That's true. Yeah. But I see guys in my office half my age and they're my level. But I'm not salty about it, you know. Yeah. Because that's your rezeki.
Betul.
Right?
There's a good way of looking at things.
Yeah. My journey is different. Your journey is different. You might have an advantage now, but I got more experience. So I might overtake you one day.
Yeah. So and then how did that lead into the Breadwinners?
Oh, sure.
And powerlifting. Okay. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm more worried about this lalat that's always flying around.
Lalat. When I was in Amex, I was having I was really stressed out at work. Customer service is really demanding, right? So plus that, and at that point, I was like a functioning alcoholic. Oh. Yeah, I couldn't survive without alcohol. I would go to work and then I would have like a small bottle of something with me, and I would drink while working. I mean, don't do this. But that's what a functioning alcoholic is. And I was going through a lot of stuff in my head. A lot of negative self-talk, comparing myself with other people. Why am I not where this person is? This person is my age, but then they have a house, they have a car, they have a beautiful wife, blah, 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 blah. Why am I not there? And that led to bottled up emotions, led to drinking, led to depression. And one day I just kind of like, okay, let's take a knife and just end this. So I still got a scar here though. Yeah, covered up with a tattoo.
Oh, damn.
But then that was failed. Then I took about 3 months unpaid leave. Told my boss about it, and my boss said, okay, go sort yourself out. I locked myself in the room. Didn't want to see anybody, didn't want to talk about anybody. All my friends were worried about me. And I said, don't worry, I'm not going to do it again. I just need some time alone. And at that point, I was sitting on my bed, right? I was just looking at the wall. And I was like, what am I doing in my life, man? I'm probably, that was like, what, 32? I'm 32 years old, man. If I die at 60, that means I have only, 28 years more?
Yep.
What am I doing in my life, really? Am I chasing money? Is that the end goal? You know? Doesn't seem like a happy ending to me. Then I thought back to my childhood, right? What did I wanted to do when I was young, right? So I wrote down, I wanted a nice sports bike, big sports bike. I wanted to have a house, just a simple house, a car. Mind you, at 32 years old, I still didn't have a car license yet. Yeah, I don't have a car.
You could drive, like, just you didn't have a license?
Yeah, I didn't even know how to drive. I never drove a car before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you got by like
with a
taxi?
motorbike.
Oh, okay.
With a motorbike.
Okay.
I got a bike license that
Okay.
my mom paid for when I was 16.
Uh,
But then when I turned 20, she offered me, like, look, it'd be easier for you to get a job if you get a car license,
Right.
and I can pay for you. Back then it was cheap. Back then it was like 800, right?
Right.
But 800 back then was like a 1,002, same thing.
Yeah.
So I told my mom, no, I don't want to use your money. If I ever get a car license, I want it to be
Your money.
my own money. I don't. You save your money for you.
Yep.
So I didn't have a car license, so I was like, okay, car license, get a car, blah, blah, blah. What else do I want to do? But these are all things. These are all material things. What about
Yourself.
what about me? What about my satisfaction? What would make me happy, right? Because at that point, I wanted to be happy. I didn't want to be sad anymore. I was sick of it.
Yep.
It was a bad feeling, man. So I was like, hey, when I was young, when I was a teenager, when I go to watch movies or listen to songs, I hear, like, those actors who like say all those cool lines or in the songs there's like cool lyrics. I always thought, I always wanted to like print T-shirts with all those, cool slogans and things, right? And I was like, yeah, why not? Why not? Then at the same time also, I always thought that, I always had this urge to go to the gym, get fit. It's that young boy dream, if you have six packs and muscles, the girl's gonna like you and everything.
Yeah. And then you get married and you stop.
Well. But I mean, it was superficial, yeah. But I mean, that was part of my motivating factor, lah. Let's be honest here, right? So I want to go to gym, right? So okay, easiest thing to do, go to gym.
Okay.
So I signed up, went to gym. Then I did some research about what you need to eat or what you need to do at gym, blah blah blah. Made some friends, and then I was really into all these YouTube videos.
Okay.
Matt Ogres, Z's, all those OGs, Scooby. Do you guys remember Scooby? You're not OG if you don't remember Scooby.
I don't know.
So he's a really
Right.
OG YouTuber, really old guy, but really muscular and everything. So then there was all these motivational videos I would listen to, try to like reset my mind.
Yep.
And there was a lot of phrases that I liked that really attracted me. Then I thought I could incorporate it into T-shirts. But before I do that, I need a brand name, right? So what would the brand name be? What would be a brand name that would resonate with me?
you?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I always believe that if you want to do something, you have to believe in it.
Right.
You have to like really want it.
100% agree.
Yeah, right? I mean, let's say Breadwinners and Bedwetters. I didn't choose that name. I chose something else, right? It wouldn't resonate with me. I don't think I would last this long. I don't think I'll keep going like this. So then I thought about my life, what I've been doing, and then that stupid act of trying to take my own life and everything. Then Breadwinners and Bedwetters, So that's how it came up.
Right.
Yeah.
Fascinating, bro. Right. That's crazy. I mean, how far you've come, and how you overcame your own adversity, and
I had a lot of good friends.
Yeah. I mean, your support system is I'm sure it's very good.
Yeah.
Right.
And my family too.
Yeah. And I also agree with you. I think people our age, I lump you within because we are not that far.
I'm 39 this year. How are you?
42.
42. Okay, abang.
Yeah. So I think there's a when you see the young folks nowadays, right? Maybe I'm sure it's a generational issue, right? Because they grew up with things which handed to them, which are fast, the internet, the Google, whatever it is. We grew up with dial telephones,
Jarring.
Jarring. Everything was slow, right? And sometimes when even I don't know whether you remember, I had a TV back home last time where we didn't have remote, right?
Yeah, dial.
That is a dial, and then we have to actually physically walk to the TV and then tape. So everything that we had when we were growing up, it was a bit more physical, for lack of a better word. We have to move. And of course, our parents would be even worse, right? So this generation now, things are easier in that sense. Okay, I'm not saying that their life is easier because there's different circumstances, but there's certain resiliency that I think is more prevalent in people of the older generation. Right?
I kind of semi-agree with you, halfway agree with you, but then halfway disagree with you. I mean, there are differences with this generation and like our generation, for sure. Technology helps a lot, you know. Back then, if you wanted to get a quotation for T-shirt printing, right? You actually have to go to the Yellow Pages book, a physical Yellow Pages book. So okay, kucing, okay, find T-shirts, okay, T-shirt or no, printing, P.
Yellow Pages,
Then you have to physically go there, right? Whereas today,
we just
take a
Google it
phone.
up.
You just take a phone. It goes T-shirt printing Subang, T-shirt printing Shah Alam, and then you find, right? But there's also, I feel a lot of people downplay on the millennial thing. They talk about millennials like it's a bad thing. I don't really necessarily agree with that. I mean, there are some millennials that, let's put it this way. In our time, there were bedwetters and breadwinners.
Yeah, in any generation.
Yeah, in this generation, they're still the same. It's just a different form. Right, different factors.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking down the millennials. I think they have their different set of challenges. I mean, when I spoke with Zati, you know Zati, right?
Yeah.
I think it was after the podcast with her, and she mentioned something which I thought was very interesting.
What she say?
She said that her generation, they don't want to work after 6 o'clock, for example.
Yeah, work-life balance.
Right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Of course, we would think that that's a work-life balance thing, lah. Work is work, and then you have your own life. But she said that most of the people that she knows, or probably in general, the generation in general, they don't want to do that because they don't see a point. They're still earning the same thing,
right?
And they're not getting paid any more or any less. And the fact that whatever they earn, they don't earn sufficiently enough to even buy a house.
You see, that's a bedwetter mentality there, right?
No, I understood the context of it is in the sense that last time at least when I started working, and even with a 2,500 ringgit salary, I could buy a house.
Yeah, right.
Nowadays, if you start out, the salary is about the same. Nothing's changed that much. You can't buy a house.
You can't.
So that's their challenge, their generation's challenge, because it's not easy to
understand.
Right?
I agree with that part of the challenge, but in the sense that you don't want to work past 6 p.m. just because you're not going to get paid overtime. My opinion is there's one part here.
Yeah.
Did you finish what you were supposed to do? By 6 p.m. If yes, by all means, go home. Right? If you did not finish what you're supposed to do by 6 p.m., you either go home now, come in tomorrow and settle it, or come in on the weekend and settle it before the deadline is due, or you stay back and settle it.
Right.
Because I think one of the things, especially when you work in the office, right, one of the challenges is you get a certain allocation of work.
Right.
And sometimes people forget that, your pay might be a bit sucky and a bit low, right? but you agreed to this. You signed up for this. That employment letter, you signed for this, right? So you get maybe 100 cases a day, right? And the expectation is for you to finish 100 cases a day. My boss is super cool. My boss told me, if you can finish 100 cases before the end of the day, and you wanna go back early, fine. Just show me that. Just show me that you
that
finish your work.
flexibility, right? Yeah.
Just show me that you finish this. Or if you feel that you're more productive working at home because you have a husband or a sick parent or kids to take care, but you can assure me that your productivity is still on point,
Right.
go ahead.
Right.
But if you cannot, then that means I have to monitor you.
Right.
That means you have to come.
Yeah. But Jerry, I think we went a bit overboard
Okay.
here. Please, the millennials, we're not trying to put you guys down.
I know millennials
Yeah.
that are super hardworking
Yeah.
and super committed to whatever things that they do.
Yeah.
But like I said, in every generation, right?
There are always bad apples. So I think
and people tend to look at the bad rather than the good.
Yeah, I agree with you totally with that. And in any case, we've already reached the 25-minute point.
So fast.
Yeah, it's very fast. We'll be right back after this.
Okay.
Whew. Okay. Welcome back, guys, to Barbell Junction today with me and Jerry from Breadwinners and Bedwetters. Oh,
you think
my
it's hard now?
Yeah.
Did you know, like back then, about 4 years ago, on IG, you can't really tag people. You have to like type out their name.
Definitely, you've been on IG longer than I have.
So back then, about 4 years ago, like right now, you just put ad
And then it comes out.
and then it comes out, right?
Right.
Back then, you have to like literally type out the whole name. And when I first started out, a lot of people said, "Hey, why your name so long? Very difficult, Very difficult. I want to tag you. I want to reply to you."
Right.
That could have been a deterrent for me, but I was like, no, I will stick with this name.
Right. I mean, it's good that I think you're a very positive person.
I'm persistent.
Right?
I'm
Right.
persistent.
Yeah. I mean, I've known you actually since 2015. Do you remember when we first met?
I can't really recall.
Never mind lah, because I was probably insignificant back then.
Hey, no.
I'm still insignificant right now.
2015 was you started selling bukias, right?
No, actually we were at the first MPA. And I was distributing flyers back then.
The first MPA, the
Yeah,
one
the
at
first
the
one.
shop lot.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah. I think I asked Hans at that time whether or not I can just distribute some flyers.
Okay.
So
I had a booth then,
Yeah,
and
you
I
had-
was also competing. My first competition, so I was super nervous.
Yeah,
And-
I can't remember whether you were competing. I guess you were, but
was competing.
I remember. I mean, you have a certain look, so
yeah.
that's why I never forget. So and then
I was overdosed on caffeine back then, so everything was a blur.
better caffeine than alcohol. Right, but that's when we first met lah.
Okay.
Anyway, so you started the company in 2014.
Yeah.
We still haven't got into how you got into powerlifting.
Okay.
And then also because you started out as printing t-shirts, right?
Yeah.
So then when did
and
you
at the gym, just normal gym.
Yeah. So how?
Then I was in Instagram. I was trying to connect with people on Instagram. And I follow people. Then I followed. Shout out to Anna-Vina and Zaro. Yeah. Those are the first two powerlifters I followed. And I was like, hey, what's this powerlifting thing they're doing? It's like, cause when I was in the gym, when I was mucking around, there's so many things you need to do. You need to do your delts, you need to do your chest, you need to do your lats, blah blah blah. Every day was a different thing, and there was so many variations, too much information for me to absorb on the internet. And I thought, hey, these guys just do SBD, Sounds easy. Sounds easy. And I was like, this might be something that I would be interested in. This is like because when you're in the gym for physique, it's more of a longer term, right?
Right.
It takes so long, and then every day you stand in the mirror and you see it, nothing changing,
nothing changes.
I'm still fat.
Yeah.
But with powerlifting, when I understood what the concept of powerlifting is, hey, this is more like a short-term goal that I can use, to gain strength and then build muscle again. So I might try it out. So I got in touch with Anna-Vina and Zaro, asked them a lot of questions about what is this thing, how do you do it, blah blah blah. And then Zaro said, hey, come over to my gym. I can show you a few moves and then we can talk more. So I went and talked to him and then blah, 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 blah. We really connected. And I was like, hey, do you want to coach me? I'll pay you. Then I was like, what? don't need to pay lah. I just teach you lah.
Oh, so nice of him.
Yeah. I said, no.
At that time, he was still 19, right?
Yeah. And smaller too last time.
Really?
You think he's big now? He was smaller last time.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Then I said, no, I want to pay you because I want proper guidance, and
Right.
I don't want
Commitment lah.
commitment, right? So you're putting in your time, your knowledge, so I want to pay you. And so we made an agreement. We did a 3-month cycle. That's when I fell in love with powerlifting.
This is still, it should be 2014.
2014, before the first
So
GPA
probably late
meet.
2014, right?
Yeah.
The first MPA was probably, I think, March. That's when I started, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
March.
Yeah.
What year was it? 2015.
2015, yeah.
So December 2014, Muaz at Fatah, Adeline, they organized a push-pull at Cyberjaya.
Right. From KL Barbell, right?
Together with KL Barbell. Together with KL Barbell. Yep. So I was like, I want to join lah. Zah, can I join or not? I said, up to you lah. You want to join or not? But you need to pick lah. I said, I didn't know what picking. I was like, okay, can lah, pick lah, whatever lah. Then when we started picking, I was like, oh no, this is not good.
Right.
Because picking is really tiring, right? So then I competed. I met a lot of friends. I think that's the first time I met you, senpai.
Oh, Faiz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Faiz. And then Faiz also. Faiz married now.
Which Faiz? The Sarawakian or?
No, the West Malaysian Faiz. He's married now. He's not really in the scene anymore.
Oh, okay. Then I don't know.
Yeah. Met a lot of people also. Then competed, had PRs and everything. Then I was like, hey, I like this feeling, I like this competition thing. So that's where the Breadwinners business module kind of shifted towards powerlifting, because I saw an opportunity as well. I saw that there wasn't much supply. Right? There was demand.
Right.
There's this whole bunch of people here doing powerlifting, but there's no one catering to them.
Right. Okay.
You got all these bodybuilding shirts and with teams and everything, but how about powerlifting? These guys are being overlooked.
Right.
It may be a smaller market. People told me, it's too niche. It's too small.
Right.
You won't make much from it. But then that's my point of doing this is not for money. It's for self satisfaction.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I gravitated towards that, and alhamdulillah, a lot of people from the powerlifting scene, they support also, and that's how I grew. My first T-shirt, the Breadwinners and Bedwetters OG, I kind of got scammed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
By the printers or?
By the printer, yeah. They gave me a really high MOQ. I had to print like 60 pieces, and it took forever to move when I was like focusing on the gym bros and bodybuilding. But when I shifted to powerlifting, I was like, there were people that I don't even know buying stuff from me. I was like, hey, wow.
That means that the scene is there, but it's just that nobody was
catering to them. Nobody was supplying to them.
Do you know when it actually started in Malaysia?
In Malaysia?
Yeah.
I think 2015 was the first GPA meet. I think 2012.
Really? Yeah.
I think Pushmore did the first one actually. Unsanctioned.
Right.
Unaffiliated. The first actual proper SBD meet. I
did not know
I think it was 2013. I could be wrong, but I know it's Pushmore.
Oh, okay.
Jonathan Wong.
Yeah.
He organized that. So I think from there it started to really blow up. Yeah, in Malaysia, it started to grow until now. And in terms of business, what would you want to know?
Right. I mean, where do you? I mean, I don't want you to reveal where you got your stuff and whatnot. But how do you differentiate yourself with now that you have Eleco, you have standard issues, you've got a lot of
me and standard issue we like this.
Okay.
We work together.
All right.
I Gary V, he said something very interesting that really caught me, that really took my attention.
Yep.
He said, if you want to build the tallest building in the world, there's 2 ways to do it, right? You either just build your own tallest building, or you tear everyone else down.
Right.
I don't want that. I want the first one. I want to build my own building. Right. But at the same time, I want to have a ecosystem around me, right?
Yeah.
Because if I just print T-shirts, I'm not going to survive, man. I'm not going to get rich. Let's be honest, right? But if I can work together with Zealfit, with Standard Issue, and then we can have like a mutual agreement or deal, collaboration with one another, we can grow. We can both grow.
Yeah, exactly.
We can have the whole cake. instead of fighting for one slice.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. It's just that for us, for me, number one, because I'm such an introvert, you don't see me socialize a lot with a lot of people. So this podcast is just my avenue of meeting new people, talking to people, and all that.
But it's kind of hard for you as well because you have to be here all the time.
Yeah, I have to be here all the time. This is my full-time job now. But I would love to collaborate because I went to this summit in Singapore, a fitness summit, earlier this year. And the big gyms, the big guys, the boutique gyms and all that, they all said the same thing, bro. It's collaboration. But here's the thing though. I'm like, how do you collaborate? Like all this Anytime Fitness and Evolution Wellness and the boutique gyms, how do you collaborate?
Well,
they keep saying it though, but I still cannot see how they're doing it.
I personally can't say about all these big brands, right? But from experience, like my latest product, Zone Smelling Salts, ammonia salts from Canada. The brand name is Zone Smelling. They're doing really well over there, and also some parts of US they're doing really well. What I did, I'll just DM them.
Okay.
I said, hey bro, hi, my name is this. I saw your product, I tried your product, I love it. I was thinking about
bring it in
possibility of bringing it in. What do you think?
Right.
And you just wait for a reply.
Yeah, it's same here. I mean, that's how I started with Eleco anyway, right? But what I'm saying is, I suppose that because those are different ecosystem. Right. I mean, they are back away in Canada and we are in Malaysia. Right. And I'm interested to know how do you work with Standard Issues and how do you collaborate with the other local companies?
Standard Issue, I think it was one of the easier collaborations because I knew them back then from powerlifting as well.
Right.
They also competed and stuff, and then we had like a relationship. I was a judge back then, help organize also, help set up everything also. So we had a relationship also. So one day I just come up to them, hey, I got some stuff. Would you mind selling it at your place, and I'll give you a cut. Right. And that's it. Okay. And they were like, okay, can just show us how much, and then we work with it from there.
So is that collaboration still ongoing?
Yeah. Okay. I want to maintain that relationship if possible.
Right. Yeah.
And to be very honest, I take care of them in the sense, my way of taking care of them in the sense that I give them a bigger cut than I give other people. Right? Because I appreciate them believing in me in day one. Yeah. So you got to take care of your day one people,
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know. Yeah. I still remember the first customer. Yeah. First 5 customers. Yeah. When I started, we had to purchase a certain number of sets of equipment, right? And funnily enough, I didn't even know about weightlifting or powerlifting or even CrossFit. I just hantam masuk and then you try because here's the thing. I went through the a similar phase like you, where I questioned myself, but of course not towards a suicidal point. It's just that when I was in office, like, the heck am I doing here? What am I doing? What's the point of life and things like that? And I know my ultimate goal is just to be happy. It's just that understanding how to be happy, right?
And what makes you happy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And money is never the reason for somebody to be happy. It's one of the reasons that can make you happy. But for me, ultimately, it's not what makes me happy.
It's a means to an end.
Yeah.
It's a means to an end.
So that's when I started moonlighting selling Eleco. That's how I started. So we bought a few sets, and then like one of the sets is actually the technique set, right? I mean, nobody buys a technique set, right? Nobody, right? And I had to buy five different sets: the weightlifting training set, 190 kg, the powerlifting 285 kg, the 190 kg sport training, the technique set, and also the XF. I didn't even know the different bars. Blah, blah, blah. I just started, So like Mu. Yeah. He was one of the first. I still remember.
Mu's an OG too.
Yeah. And he came by, and then I remember I had all the equipment in my house. It's in his storeroom, And he was like looking at the Eleco, and he was looking at at that time he wanted to buy just the competition powerlifting bar. Okay. Right. So and that was that. So that was the first thing. One of the first few things I sold to a customer. And then there was Jonathan from Pushmore, and then there was this lady who actually bought the technique set, And I was like, I can't remember her name right now on top of my head, but I remember her. Yeah. it was like such a relief because I mean they're not cheap, right?
Yeah.
But when she bought it, when Jonathan bought the 190 kg set, I had enough money to roll
it. Yeah.
And I think every businessman who knows this, who starts out without any money or without any loan, you need cash to just
cash, man.
roll, man. And I remember these guys until today. And even there's one.
You gotta take care of them.
One makcik from Singapore, right? She want to buy the 190 kg sport training set, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But what I did was that I always ask, like, you need to pay 100% before I deliver to you, because you're all the way in Singapore, right? So she said, no, because you're new, we don't trust you, right? I said, okay, let's meet up in JB.
Yeah.
So she said, okay, so I'll pay you 50% first. The 50% I'll pay you when we meet in JB. So I drove down to JB, right, in my air track at that time. With 190 kg at the boot, right? So we drove down, and then when we reached JB, and she was so happy. She was a nice auntie, right? The whole family lives. And when she bought it,
that's awesome.
Yeah, and then she said, look, now I know you, now I can trust you, now I can buy more from you, And she did. And I was like, the next time she bought the platform, she bought the squat stand, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, and when I came down to Singapore, I think the second time, I said, auntie, I'm here in Singapore for the powerlifting meet, blah, blah, blah. Come see me, I have some stuff, blah, blah, blah. She bought some more,
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I mean,
that's a perfect example of how you build a relationship with a customer. And it is also a good example of not everything is ROI dependent.
It's not.
It's not. It's always a relationship.
Yeah.
I always believe in that. Some of my customers, in the beginning when they wanted to buy, but then they didn't want to pay the postage fee, right?
Right.
Then I was like, okay, never mind. This is my first batch, so I'll cover. Or I'll meet you somewhere. Or you don't have to pay me first. I'll meet you there, then you pay me. I got scammed a few times.
Bro, don't talk about scam, man.
Some people, they just didn't show up. I was like texting, hey bro, where are you, bro? 1 hour already, and no reply.
Right.
Like, okay. But we learn from that. I mean, like what we said earlier on, there's bad apples, there's good apples. We just look at the good.
I think for me, at least my journey over the last 4 years, because I've worked in the corporate life for 18, right? And you work in corporate, and especially in a big company, you do what you do, and that's it. You come and you go home, right? But since I started doing business for myself,
it's 24/7, right?
Not just that, but the amount of things that you learn, the how do you say, you belajar about life,
the real stuff. The real
I mean,
stuff.
I've been cheated, I've been conned, same thing. And I think if anybody wants to start any business, it's almost wajib,
Kena, you must
you mesti kena,
That's why they say langgar tiang, bro.
So I was like, okay lah. It was painful back then, but
these are the stuff that builds you, and these are the stuff that tests you. If you kena con one time, right, what you gonna do? You're gonna be salty and sulk for the rest of your life, and then say, I don't want to do business anymore. Or everybody's a con.
You gotta get back up now.
You gotta get back up. Right? You gotta go in again and say, okay, let's be smart about this now.
Right.
You wanna pay full, you pay half lah. Right?
Exactly.
That kind of thing.
So right now your apparels, I think I saw one of your posts. You actually did some research before you sell them to public, right?
Which one was this?
I think your wraps or something like that. You tried a few.
Wrist wraps. I mean, that's gear, right? That's gear. Wrist wraps, straps, liquid chalk, ammonia. All these cost money and time, because you can't just buy bulk, buy like 20 pieces and then sell, right? But you don't know what's the quality, right?
Before you go on, do you get emails from Pakistan telling you that
everywhere, man? Pakistan, China, people that I don't know.
There's always this. I always get these emails from one location in Pakistan, Saikot.
That's probably the factory area, maybe.
I mean, like every time they send me stuff. Anyway, go ahead.
But then, I mean, you spend a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
You gotta contact. I mean, let's say they contact you or you contact them, right?
Right.
And then they give you a quotation with an MOQ. So you don't buy the MOQ straight away. Right. You ask them first, how much is a sample and how much is the shipping for a sample, or can you give me a free sample and I just pay for the shipping? Some factories, they do that. They're okay with it, right? Some not really. So then you get the sample, then you like, this is okay, but then I need to change this, I need to change that, or I need to test the durability. So you spend about 6 months using it, everything, and it's wear and tear, and then you have to contact them and say, look bro, this stuff doesn't really last very long. You know?
Right.
Can you use a better material, blah, blah. Then they'll say, oh, better material, okay. Then it costs you this much and that much, right? And then the MOQ is different. But through time, you kind of learn the difference. You kind of learn from that, and you cut out the process. And you already start with when you say hello, hi. I have this material in mind. I have these specifications in mind.
Right.
Can you make it, and how much would it cost?
Right.
Yeah. So it's a learning process, like what you said.
So how well is the breadwinner doing now?
Not well enough.
Not well enough for you to quit your job.
Not enough for me to quit my job.
Yeah.
Pay for my house, pay for my car, pay for my lifestyle, pocket money, food, everything. I mean, I would be happy if I just can cover my expenses. I would be happy and just quit my job.
Right.
Just sell stuff, meet people, connect with people,
right.
and go to the gym. That's enough for me. That's the ultimate goal for me. I don't want to be rich. I don't need to be
exactly
rich.
Right.
Yeah.
This is what I was alluding to just now. That money is you need it to survive.
Yeah, and you need it to improve.
Yeah, ultimately, sometimes what we need for us to be happy is the simple stuff.
Correct. Even if I get like a 600 square foot unit, right, with just just one bedroom and then just a storeroom, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because I don't plan to have kids, right? I can marry my girlfriend finally, and we can live there. We can go to gym. We can just be happy.
Right.
Yeah, that's happiness.
Right.
But then talking about money,
right.
It's totally true. I mean, there's a misconception here that money is evil, money is bad. Money is not evil.
No, it's not.
People are evil.
People are evil.
People have that nature within us, right?
Yeah,
we are born with that nature. And talking about powerlifting scene again, one thing that really irks me is when people say, I'm doing it for the passion of the sport, or I'm doing it for the community. Like, bro, really? If you're doing it for the community, right? If you're doing it for the passion of the sport, why are you charging for your programs?
Right.
Why you don't give up free beginner programs to everybody?
Right.
Right. But you need to charge money, of course, eventually, because you need to eat, right?
Yeah, I mean, people have to pay for your knowledge and skills at some point.
Right. But these are people. These people that I'm talking about is that when a newbie comes and asks them for advice, or you sign up for my coaching then I tell you lah, then I teach you lah.
Right.
So,
yeah, I mean, I have this what's the word? Pet peeve. Not pet peeve. I don't know what's the word. I don't care. Anyway, people talk about community. People talk about the passion for the sport. Yeah. Sometimes what I've seen over the last 4 years is contradictory.
It is.
And of course, I mean, people have their own reasons for doing what they do.
Yeah.
But I think this, from my point of view,
don't use that excuse, right?
Powerlifting is so much bigger than CrossFit and also weightlifting in Malaysia.
Really?
In my opinion,
CrossFit pretty big, right?
CrossFit is pretty big lah.
Yeah.
Tapi when you see, okay, let me put it another way.
Yeah.
In terms of growth.
Oh, okay.
I think powerlifting is huge.
I think right now, 2015, right? 2015, we're 4 years old. I think this is the spurt growth phase. Yeah. And this is our make or break phase.
Right.
This is where the people in the community actually play a part.
Yeah.
Like how we behave, how we react, how we treat the newcomers, the people who are just like curious about the powerlifting scene. This plays a role. I mean, we are now the role models in this community. When you see somebody come in the gym, a new face, a new thing, what do? Do you just keep quiet and then just ignore them what they're doing, or do you just say, "Hey, hi, bro, I don't see you here often. I notice you do SBD. Are you doing powerlifting? Oh, okay. What program you doing?" And from there you gauge their knowledge level, right?
Yeah.
If they're saying like, "Sorry, Brandon," if they say like, "I'm just doing 531,"
yeah.
Then you ask them, "Oh, how's the progress?" I'm doing well. Then you leave it at that.
Right.
But if they say, "Oh, I hit a plateau lah. I don't think my deadlift is going up." Oh, okay. Have you heard of Juggernaut? Have you heard of Calgary? Have you heard of this and that? They got free programs on the online, right? You can try those out if you feel like you're not progressing or if you want to try something new, right? But I don't see that happening here. I don't see that happening right now.
Yeah, people just stick to their own cliques and
Right, we have clans right now,
Right.
cliques and clans, and you
Yeah.
got to stop that.
yeah.
You got to stop
Yeah,
that.
I agree with you that 100% though.
If you want to really grow,
Right.
if you want to really have like a, you know what I want to see? I want to see a powerlifting meet with 250 participants,
Oh.
3-4 competition platforms, one
Right.
goal.
Do you think we have 250 people? Or you're talking about like, from our neighbors Singapore and all that coming in?
Everything. I don't care who comes in. Everybody, but just one meet, that huge meet. You know how like Pro Raw does it. Big dogs. They have their own. They rent an entire auditorium or
Right.
warehouse, and I want to see that happen, man.
Yeah, dude. I
see
mean,
that.
like, not too sure whether you've seen the place here. I mean, this mall is dead,
Yeah.
but they have a huge what do you call this?
Area.
Area there
Yeah.
where you can actually do a competition and also have like a vendor village.
I was actually in a meeting with Iron Brigade the other day, and they were interested to do push-pull, but they're looking for a venue, right?
Right.
And they need equipment and everything,
Right.
because the last deadlift, they did a deadlift only competition about
Right,
last year.
Yeah.
They got about 20 people.
Right.
So they're looking for more people, a bigger venue and bigger equipment. You know what I told them? I told them come to Zealfit.
Okay,
Talk
Ru-
to Zealfit.
let's pause that.
Okay.
Pause that for a while. 25 minutes is up. We'll be right back, and we'll finish up with Jerry from Breadwinners and Bedwetters. All right. Welcome back to Barbell Junction. I'm Azmir, and with me is Jerry from Breadwinners and Bedwetters.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a tongue twister. Anyway, we stopped at you were telling me that you went to see Iron Brigade and to set up a push-pull.
No, they were setting up. I just came to visit and talk about other
okay.
stuff.
All right.
Then they were telling me about how they wanted to do a push-pull, but they needed a bigger venue and more equipment and everything.
Right.
Then they were thinking about buying equipment. Then I was like, hey bro, why don't you talk to Zealfit? The mall that they're at, they're big venue.
Right.
They got the equipment. Maybe you guys can collab.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there's nothing wrong.
I hope their response was positive.
They were positive.
Okay.
They were positive. They just had to plan out when and what they want to do and how they want to do it. And then they'll probably approach you sooner or later. If not, I can interject and then connect you both.
Yeah, why don't we have a meeting?
Yeah.
You know,
I like doing stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, sometimes people have a misconception of me. They think that, hey, why this guy so beria nak tolong kan? Dia nak something ke? Let me put it out there, man. I do this stuff for satisfaction because I'm happy, I get satisfied when I see things happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, right?
Yep.
When you have a plan in your head and then you put it into action and it works out.
Comes to fruition, yeah.
Yeah. It just gives me satisfaction. I don't even have to earn anything. I mean, I'm actually in talks right now with three coaches to do a seminar, and I'm like being the middle guy, connecting them with the gym and everything, and I'm not getting a cut even, and I'm just spending my time, my energy doing all this. But I will get satisfaction when I see people come and people learn stuff.
I mean, I do think you should get paid at some point. I know you
That's
get
later
satisfaction,
on,
yeah,
you know?
but I think that will come back to you. That's always, inshallah, yeah, and I always believe that sometimes when you do good,
People will recognize that.
yeah, you do it ikhlas.
Yeah.
That means you don't expect anything in return. It comes back to you in some form.
Right.
So I really applaud that you're doing such thing.
Have you heard about the Taylor Swift story?
The one that she went to the singing at the weddings and
At
all
the
that.
weddings, everything, yeah,
Gary
for
Vee,
free?
like you watch it at Gary Vee, right? Yeah. I follow
For
Gary
free?
Vee. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you know about our eye, right?
Yeah, I know.
This is worth more than our eye. Having
Yeah.
this positive relationship
Yep.
is worth more than money.
Right. I mean, we should collaborate, lah.
For sure.
But,
For sure.
I know my shortcomings. I'm not very good at.
Now we all
this
got our
stuff.
shortcomings.
Yeah,
We all got our shortcomings. We just have to find people who can. It's a pothole, right? We just have to find somebody to fill that pothole,
Right.
and then we go on the journey together, right?
Yeah. Hopefully we. I mean, I am Brigade. I know you are my neighbor, but we never meet, lah, brother.
Jom lepak, jom.
Yeah, but you have to lepak here. I cannot go out. I'm alone here. You know, I mean, I've been approached before, but it's just that the conditions were not right for me to collaborate.
That's fine. That's fine. I get rejected all the time as well, and and a few times I had to reject people as well.
Yeah.
There's some people out there who want to do t-shirt collaborations with me, but when I see the design, I like, you know, I don't really feel this design. I don't really, think it's gonna jive with me. So if it doesn't jive with me, I'm not gonna push it that fast
Right.
or that hard. So getting rejected is nothing. Don't get salty if you get
Yeah.
rejected. You know, it's just part and parcel.
Of life.
Yeah.
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 Dude, I'm so happy that you came on the
I'm happy
podcast.
to be here. I'm happy to be here.
I sincerely look forward for more collaboration. I think between me and Breadwinner,
And Bedwetters.
and also and whoever else out there that wants to collaborate. Pretty excited. I'm really appreciate that you're here.
Thank you.
You're most
Thank you
welcome
for having me here.
to come back here and talk about powerlifting and so much more.
Yeah.
And do you have anything else you want to mention to the viewers, where they can find you, what new products you have? You want to plug in yourself? Please go ahead.
www.adaroti.com. Just drop by or just DM me. Just follow me and let's connect. You know, let's be friends.
Okay, I'll put all your Instagram at least on the description.
Sure.
All right, guys, that's all the time that we have for this week. We'll see you in the next episode, which I don't know when, but probably next week. So see you. Bye.